is your girl Jasmine Batisha coming live from the Arctic. I did a screen test with Flynn Hirschenburg for M Magazine, and it was just interviewing me, getting to know me a little bit better, and I figured I'd share it with you guys so that you guys get to know me a little better too. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, I've been around in the circuit for years, but some of you may not have heard of me. If my fame hasn't reached you as yet, this is a good opportunity to get to know Jasmine Batisha. Okay, I hope you enjoy. Ciao.
Much more beautiful than underneath me.
I would have to say that Tootsie was my favorite movie. It's kind of a strange choice, but the thing is, I was born with a beard. So when you're born with a beard, you kind of at an advantage or disadvantage. Everybody wants Jennifer Lopez's ass, Salma Hayek's breast, Sandra Bullock's personality. So I think that's what sets me apart in Hollywood, is that I've had the opportunity to play different roles, be it man or woman. For some strange reason, I always just wanted to have a sexy. And I wanted to have someone like, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Will Smith, those kinds of... Denzel, those... Who doesn't want to be engulfed by men like that? But I always seem to book these roles where, I play this lesbian lover and I'm always a dude, I'm always a man. It's a little bit upsetting sometimes, but, I'm a woman, I have needs. When I was little, for some strange reason, my mother always told me, go in front of the mirror, Jasmine, and just tell yourself how beautiful you are. And I've been doing that for the last 40 years or so. And when it comes to self-image, I just don't have much problems. I mean, look at this. I mean, if you just look at this, take it all in, take it all in. This is beauty at its purest and finest. That's just how I've been raised, to be self-confident, to be popping, pop, pop, pop. What do you call it? I'm a entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur, I decided that I was going to be a call girl, a high-class call girl when I was going to college, university. I was Madame Cleopatra's #1 girl. I was the it girl, I booked most of the jobs, almost all of them. All the other girls were just jealous, because I was the #1 money maker for Madame Cleopatra. And before I even finished acting school, I had 3 houses, I had 2 cars. And the thing is, I didn't really need to get into acting, but, it's something that I wanted to do. It's something that I dreamed of. It was fun. And that's how successful I was before even getting any auditions or any roles, My first commercial, I was about 6, and I actually played a boy, believe it or not. For some odd reason, I always get to play the male roles. There's a lot of people I like to work with, but, the one in particular, he's been a friend for a long time, Tyler Perry. I mean, this man has taken all of my ideas. He calls me up for advice every so often when he's run out of ideas for his films. I think I've been an inspiration for Tyler and Tyler's movies. I think Tyler looked at me in the street one day and said, I'm going to base my movies on you. Because, this whole business of him being a man and acting like a woman, he stole that from me. I am a woman. I am a woman. And because I look like a man, I think he just stole that idea and went with it. He took my real life and put it in a movie. That's what he did. And I've got no credit. I don't see no royalty checks. I see nothing for it. I have done some Bollywood movies. I love dancing. And so you see me in the background. I've had a few lines, Ding, 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 screw the light bulb, That's the problem with me, is that even though I'm Indian, I can't speak the language to save my life. And that's just the problem with, acting in Bollywood. Even though I'm pretty in Aishwarya Rai, the problem is I just can't speak the language. If I could speak the language, Aishwarya Rai would be out of a job. Most of the Indian actresses would be out of, because I'm just booking everything there is to book. I'm a workaholic. I can work, basically 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Be careful, Aishwarya. When I learn the language, you're going to be out of a job. Be careful. Well, even though I got nominated for 2 Oscars, I just think, you've made it when you're sitting on the Ellen Show, That's the #1 thing for me, If I'm sitting on the Ellen Show, I know I've made it. I don't need those Oscars, I don't really think where life's going to take me, I've had it's been a popping ride. I think I want to become a motivational speaker. I want people to believe in themselves. I want them to realize that they can have all the success they want, and it's just thinking differently. Thinking differently, knowing yourself, being aware,
Being fearless.
being fearless. Those are the attributes to becoming successful. That's where I see Jasmine going.